Sairam children, today we will be starting science lesson number 3, fiber to fabric. Before we start the lesson, let us do 3 omkars. Om, Om, Om. Sairam. Okay, fiber to fabric. Now when you are in 6th standard, you have learned that there are 2 types of fiber. One is the natural fiber that comes from plants and animals, and the other is the synthetic fiber. Okay, in class 6 you have learned about some fibers obtained from plants. You also learned that wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece, hair of sheep or yak. Silk fibers come from cocoons of the silk moth. So, wool comes from the fleece or the hair of the sheep or yak, and silk comes from the silk moth. Do you know which part of the sheep's body gives fiber? Are you aware how these fibers are converted into woolen yarn that we buy from the market to knit sweaters? We will study that. Animal fiber, that is wool and silk. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. These wool yielding animals bear hair on the body. Do you know why these animals have a thick coat of hair? Hair trap a lot of air. So, why these animals have a lot of hair? To protect them from the cold. Air is a poor conductor of heat, as you would have learned. So, hair keeps the body warm. And wool is derived from the hairy fiber. Derived means got. Activity. Feel the hair on your body and arms and those on your head. So, just feel it. Do you find any difference? Yes, there is a difference in the texture. Which one seems coarse and which one is soft? Like us, the hairy skin of the sheep has 2 types of fiber, the coarse beard hair and the fine soft under hair close to the skin. So close to the skin it has got fine hair, soft hair, and beard has got coarse hair. Beard means dadi. The fine hair provide the fibers for making wool. Some breeds of sheep possess only fine under hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. So the children also will have, the children of the sheep, they also have soft hair on the skin. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offsprings, such as soft under hair in sheep, is termed selective breeding. Animals that give wool, several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of the country. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool. Though wool commonly available in the market is sheep wool. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Mohair is obtained from Angora goats found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. The under fur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawls called pashmina shawls. So what is pashmina? The woolen shawls that are available in Kashmir, and that comes from the wool of the goat. The fur or the hair on the animal, on the body of camels, is used as wool. Llama and alpaca found in South America also yield wool. Activity. Collect pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool. Stick them in your scrapbook. You don't need to do all this. Find out words for sheep, goat, camel, yak in your local language. No need to do all this. So we will just jump from fiber to wool. For obtaining wool, sheep are reared, the hair is cut and processed into wool. let us learn about the process. Rearing and breeding of sheep. So, the sheep are specially reared to get wool. If you travel to the hills in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, or the plains of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, you can see shepherds taking their herds of sheep for grazing. Sheep are herbivores and prefer grass and leaves. So they are herbivores. They don't eat other animals. They eat grass and leaves. Apart from grazing, sheep rearers also feed them on a mixture of pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes, material left after taking out oil and minerals. In winter, sheep are kept indoors, fed on leaves, grain and dry fodder. Sheep are reared in many parts of our country for wool. Table gives the names of some breeds of sheep reared in our country for procuring wool. Procuring means getting wool. The quality and texture of fibers obtained from them is also indicated in the table. Please study the table, children. Certain breeds of sheep have thick coat of hair which gives good quality wool. As mentioned, these sheep are selectively bred. Selectively bred means specially the male and female, they are brought together to give birth to a young one that will give more wool. Once the reared sheep have developed a thick growth of hair, hair is shaved off for getting wool. Processing fibers in wool. The wool which is used for knitting, sweaters or for weaving shawls is a finished product of a long process which involves the following steps. Step 1. The fleece of sheep along with thin layer of skin is removed from the body. This process is called shearing. So what is shearing? Taking out the thin layer of skin along with the fur. Machines similar to those used by barbers are used to shave off the hair. So the process of removing hair is called shearing. Usually hair are removed during the hot weather. This enables sheep to survive without the protective coat of hair. The hair provides woolen fibers. Woolen fibers are then processed to obtain woolen yarn. Shearing does not hurt the sheep just as it does not hurt when you get a haircut or your father shaves. It doesn't feel anything. The upper layer of the skin is dead. Also, hair of the sheep grow again just as your hair does. Step 2. The sheared skin with hair is thoroughly washed in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. This is called scouring. So first is shearing, then scouring. What is scouring? Washing of the skin with the hair. Nowadays, scouring is done with machines. Step 3. After scouring and sorting is done, the hairy skin is sent to the factory where hair is of different texture is separated. So first shearing, then scouring, then sorting. Different varieties separated. The small fluffy fibers called burrs are picked out from the hair. These are the same burrs which sometimes appear on your sweater, ball-like things. The fibers are scoured again and again and dried. This is the wool ready to be drawn into fiber. So, shearing, scouring, sorting and then again scouring. Step 5. The fibers can be dyed, means given color. Is the natural fleece of sheep and goats is black, brown or white. Step 4. The fibers are strengthened, combed and rolled into yarn. So the fibers are made strong and made into yarn. The longer fibers made into wool for sweaters and the shorter fibers are spun and woven into woolen cloth. So they are changed or converted into woolen cloth. We will end over here. We will continue in the next period. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram children.